Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy.
Just how did it feel to be actually back racing?
Actually, just to be back doing what it is that I have a passion for, just in my heart that navigates me through day to day was a blessing. Just to be back on the track, not coming in with expectations, but of course wanting to do what it is that I'm well known to do, and that's be a performer. But God has a plan for everything, and I'm a warrior. And I would like to say, after the race, I was in the heat of passion, and I apologize for my language, but I'm a warrior. My passion will always come out for my love, for what it is that I put my blood, sweat, tears, and sacrifice into. This last month was a journey for me, but that's no excuse because at the end of the day, I'm an athlete, and today was a day, but it's not every day. It's not the end of the world. And like I say, if you choose to count me out, joke's on you.
Do you feel the love
uh, Even after the race, even before the race, feeling the love, feeling the genuineness was amazing. Knowing the fact that people actually care, like people actually see what it is that I want to bring to the sport, what I put out there, and it's a blessing for it to be recognized. And so I'm thankful for the support, and I will continue to be thankful for the support. And when I go back into training and go back into competing, my support system, down to the fans, my family, my coach, y'all all are in there. I represent you guys. So, like I said, don't take today as an L for us because we're not going nowhere.
Behind L's a W.
What? Oh, okay.
Any more races for you this season?
Oh, definitely. There probably a couple, one or two more, but yeah, we can't finish like this.
Yeah, for sure.
You mentioned the journey, obviously a crazy one. What has this taught you?
Oh, what this has taught me is moving forward. No matter what it is, the situation, the circumstance, you can't sit and dwell because if you sit and dwell, you would never go.
This is Sha'Carri Richardson after she finished last in the 100 meters. Y'all may have heard this, but I'm just playing it again.
Up. when you down, the only way is up if you see it that way. So not even feeling like I'm down, I feel like I'm going forward. This is one day, tomorrow's another day, and going from there. And the days just run together. But all overall, I know what it is that I need to do. We know what it is that I can do, and y'all are gonna see it. Period.
I know you probably don't want to dwell too much on it, but what do you feel did go wrong in the race?
Honestly, nothing. I am my biggest enemy. In all honesty, I wasn't focused on my lane. I wasn't focused on what it is in me. But at the end of the day, no excuses. Not at all. It's back. It's time to get back in the lab and do what it is that I need to do. Congratulations to the women that won. I love women. No matter what the flag is, no matter what brand you wear, I love successful women, and I hope that they continue to be just as successful as they're doing, and continue to thrive in their career. But I'm definitely going to thrive, and I'm definitely going to continue to show the world why I'm that girl.
You've used the saying no excuses. You've used that over the last month. Where do you get that from? Your ability to say, maybe I've had this setback, but I can move forward.
It just comes part of my mindset, and also not just that, by my support system around me. They don't let me sit. They understand because they see the talent so much. They don't just see today. They see the big picture. They see the overall potential and what I can do and bring to this game. So they never let me sit. And with that, it's in my head. It's been dwelled into me. Training from high school all the way up until now. The greatness in me is not on anybody's pace. It's not on social media's pace. It's not on my pace. It's not on the haters' pace. It's on God's pace. Okay? And He gonna make sure I do what it is I need to do when it's time to do it. And right now it wasn't time to do it. And that's okay. But when it is time to do it, y'all gonna know. And what will you say then? Nothing.
What's the last month or two just kind of taught you about your confidence, your self-belief, and like how important that is to have that reaffirmed to yourself every day in spite of setbacks?
Oh, just having that confidence. You have to believe in yourself before you expect anybody else to believe in you. So you have to have that confidence within you and sturdy, meaning because the world can be a foul place. So if you don't have it within yourself, when you step out into the world knowing that the world isn't all peaches and cream, then the world is going to get to you. So with that, I continue to stand strong, stand tall. My support system, my family, everybody, they keep that in me as well. So honestly, the confidence comes from being grounded, from having that support system. And as long as I got them, the haters can talk, people can talk, but at the end of the day, we're still here. You're still gonna watch. You're still waiting. So I feel delicious. Okay?
You've inspired people. Do you see yourself as a role model?
Yes, I do. At this point, I have accepted that role because of the fact people need someone. And I have to learn that. I've learned that. Like people need that. Somebody has to be able to step out there and be that sacrifice, that one to lead the way. And I have no problem with that sacrifice. I'll take all of that. If that means the generations after me can come into this game feeling like themselves and express that. They don't feel like they have to be in the public. They don't feel like social media is pressuring them and crushing them, because at the end of the day, you are who you are and you have to hold on firmly to that. Because if not, the world will crumble you down. So I'm standing tall.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Feels weird
Well,
picking it up.
so we basically can tell that she has no lack of confidence. Shout out to elainethompsonherah. Think that's how you say her last name. If I messed it up, I apologize. Um, she blew everybody out. But Richardson, she to me, her start was kind of sloppy when she got out of the blocks. And I think, to me, I don't think she really took this seriously, because if she did, I think she would have put up a better performance. Now, this is my problem. I don't have a problem with you giving respect to the competitor, but they're not on your team. You don't need to praise them. And I don't know, I guess because that's the mindset I grew up with. I was around a lot of old school guys, a lot of old school athletes, older guys who didn't they showed respect, but at the end of the day, it was like, man, F them. This is your competition. You being all friendly and everything. And to me, she was putting up a front. She was really hurt. She was hurt. I could tell, because she's doing all this fake laugh and, okay, I can stop it. Stop with the fake bravado. No. You were disappointing. You came out there terrible. And I keep asking people. I don't have no problem. She got caught. She owned up to her mistake, which was the first step, because a lot of people don't own up to their mistake. I've made mistakes that were similar to her, where I cost myself a position in a position where I would have been paid more money. And I have no problem bringing that up. I know people are like, man, you keep bringing this up, because it's the truth. You need to hear. Everybody has faults. I have a lot of faults. Failed marriage, failed relationships. I blame myself, because it is my fault. I'm the man. The man's supposed to keep things in order. The man's supposed to make it right. And if it doesn't be right or go how it's planned, it's on me. Blaming women or blaming people for your missteps and your failures is the first sign of showing that you're weak as a man, that you're not a man, that you're a boy. See, boys do that. Boys point out, this is your fault. This is your fault. I made dumb financial decisions that's still hurting me today. It's just that because of God, I have a family around me who has helped me persevere. Now, the reason I'm saying this stuff is not to get your adulation or to get your sorrowness. I don't need that shit. The thing is, Sha'Carri, you let everybody in America down. You let all these little girls down. They look up to you. And I'm glad you accepted that I'm a role model, because you are, whether you like it or not. The same as sports athletes, which to me, our athletes shouldn't be role models. It should be your parents or somebody in your community. But the TV, the television has programmed our children and our black community to follow these athletes and these people. Sha'Carri, you let everybody down. That performance was terrible. But because she can sell herself, because of her arrogance and her her attitude, people are going to gravitate towards that. That's going to sell. Whereas a person who's humble and just sitting there, they're not really going to be gravitated towards, because they're not flashy. They're not all in the open with stuff. And that's the problem with our society. People think because the person who talked the loudest or boast and brag the most, that means that they're the best. They got it going on. When that's far from the case. Usually the person quiet and making moves in the dark is the most successful. But they won't teach you that. Now, I want y'all to hear something. Now, here's a winner. Elainethompsonherah, who is just dominating. From Jamaica. I'm proud of her. She's very cute. And she's awesome. Let's listen to her interview.
Congratulations on that personal best, that world lead, the second fastest time ever, 10.52. Tell us about that race.
He said 5-4, but I mean, I have to give God thanks. I crossed the line healthy. I was a little bit tired after the championships and not knowing that I will come out here to get another PB. So I'm really excited and grateful at the same time.
This time, does it make you feel that you can go after that world record?
Yes, because I ran 10:61, I ran 10:54, so that means I am close, of course. So there's some more work to do, so it's a target, of course.
Running on this track, this has always been
You hear that?
track. Did you feel it?
Did you hear that? Let me play that back.
Running on this track, this has always been a fast track.
It's a target, of course.
Running on this track, this has...
So there's some more work to do, so 61, I ran 10:54, so that means I am close, of course. So
can go after that world record?
Yes, because I ran 10:61, I ran 10:54, so that means I am close, of course. So there's some more work to do, so it's a target, of course.
Running on this track, this has always been a fast track. Did you feel it? Did it make a difference, or as a runner?
Normally people always talk about the track is fast or the spike is fast, but also we have to put in the work as well, because I've been putting in the work, therefore I could not get the result. So therefore the track versus my speed and my work, I would say yes, but it feels good, the track feels good. My first time competing here after the refurbish of the track, so it feels good to test it up before the World Championship.
Yes, you had the top 3 medalists from Tokyo. How did you feel running that race and the competition, that strong competition? How did it make you feel? Perform?
Honestly, they pushed me to the line because I knew everyone was coming after that championship, so they helped me to get that 10-5, and I'm really grateful for those ladies because they ran their hearts out. So for me to go out there and win that race with a world lead and a PB, I'm really grateful. So all those ladies, thank you for helping me to do that.
Shacarririchardson, I don't know if you know, she placed 9th. She came out and said something that she was ready, she got some rest and she was coming for you ladies.
I wasn't paying in mind, but no comment about that.
Okay. Congratulations again, Elaine. And what's your next step?
Honestly, I'm going back to Italy and then take it from there. I have some more races to do.
Okay. Congratulations again,
Thank
Elaine.
You
see that? That's humbleness. You see how she just brushed over that like whatever. Like Sha'Carri got the mouth. Elaine got the action. That's what it's about. It ain't about what you talk about. It ain't about what you say. It's about your actions. Elaine Thompson said even though she had a 10.61, she got a 10.54. She's trying to get the 10.51. So she has a lot of work to do. That's a winner. That's a winner's mentality. And then she gave credit to her teammates for pushing her. She said, thank you for those ladies for pushing me. Sha'Carri's always about me, because everybody in the Olympics don't really like her because she made it about her. Then after she accepted blame, she's going to diss her own women's team because they just said, yo, we just want y'all to still support us. Hey, we're over here. And she made it about herself by dissing them. Then she's going to give props to the competition. You think those Jamaican women really care about that? No, they don't. Them Jamaican women look at you as a traitor and soft. Where they're from, that's weak. And then Nicki Minaj, you need to shut the hell up because you're Trinidadian. You ain't even Jamaican. I had to be corrected by my big bro Andre Bell. I'm Big Andre Bailey. Thanks, my brother, for letting me know. With your bandwagon ass Trinidad, you're a Trinidadian. So stay your ass over there. Rep your country. And see, that's the problem. These athletes, not just women, the men, they soft. All of them are soft. They're built mentally weak. And that's what's been the problem as a country and as a whole, especially in the black community. We don't have no strong men really like that, like we used to have. And this is the epitome that we have to deal with, is not having the strong man there to run things and to keep things in order. Now, Sha'Carri Richardson, do I want her to do well? Yes, I want her to get better. But by you shunning your teammates by saying, well, I don't care about what my teammates say or the haters say, you're alienating yourself. You need your team. Your team pushes you to get better. You know how? Because y'all race one another. Elaine Thompson ain't thinking about you. She's thinking about, look, I'm in competition with myself. I'm trying to win, and I'm gonna show myself. She was humbled. She answered the questions. They asked her about the Sha'Carri thing. She was like, I'm not into that. And she basically brushed it off because it's no point. Why would you even ask her about Sha'Carri? Just talk about her. She the one performed. Sha'Carri ain't do shit. That motherfucker was last. Don't bring a loser up to a winner. What Nelly said? 2 is not a number. 3 is not a number, and 2 nobody remembers, right? 2 is not a number. 3 nobody remembers. I believe he said it like that. But my thing is this. Sha'Carri is an overglorified loser. You guys are, she got caught, she got banned. Y'all should have came down on her just like y'all would have done a football player or a basketball player or a baseball player or any type of player, especially if they were black in another sport. This wouldn't even, they would have been destroyed. And I'm disappointed in a lot of black America for not holding her accountable. Now, when she held herself accountable, that's cool. But after that, those were just antics. For her to get mad at her teammates for trying to promote their race, that was disrespectful. And I kind of lost a lot of respect for Sha'Carri after that. And then you rooting for the other team after your team could have used you out there. That's disrespectful. And she's not going to last long if she keeps with this attitude and this I'm by myself attitude. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and an HDIITV. Thank you all for listening, and thank you all for your support. We're out. Deezy.